just left Batman versus Superman. And what do you think about it, sweetie?
I thought it was good. It was long.
Yup.
But it was good.
Yup. It was 2 hours and 31 minutes. And this is a spoiler alert, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, you might want to wait until you've seen the movie before you watch this.
I will just say, well, no, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's
a spoiler alert.
Who?
It's a spoiler alert.
It is a spoiler
I gave him a
alert.
spoiler alert warning.
Well, I was just going to say that Wonder Woman was in the movie, which I think it was in a preview.
Yeah,
I just wish she would have had a longer part. Like, her character was in the movie.
Yeah.
For, some time. But as far as actual Wonder Woman, I wish she would have been there a little longer.
I think my thing with it is that it drug out very long.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 hours and 31 minutes, and I'm looking around so I don't spoil it for nobody.
It's 2 hours and 31 minutes.
2 hours and 31 minutes.
Oh my goodness, it seems
so almost 3 hours. So it's like Lord of the Rings long. And basically it starts out with a scene from Bruce Wayne's childhood, the original classic scene of how Batman got started, where his parents got killed. And then it talks about, then it cuts to Superman and his beginning and all of that. But the story basically it drug out a little bit longer than I would have hoped. My understanding from research is that they're kind of trying to position this movie to be kind of like the beginning of the Avengers with the Justice League. If you're a comic book fan, you know about the Justice League. But all in all, and we're going to keep walking because we don't want to spoil the movie if anybody's coming to see it. But all in all, you did see the classic characters from Justice League as far as little hints that they're going to be involved in the DC universe in some capacity, so that's exciting. And
let's ask Libby what she thought of the movie.
Libby, what you think of the movie?
Look, Libby, what did you think of the movie, baby?
She looking at the baby crying.
Yeah, it's the baby crying.
It's okay. Tell him it's gonna be all right.
What did you think of the movie, Onyi?
She's tired. So, but anyways, all in all, out of 10, what would you give it? Out of 10?
I say a 7.
A 7?
I mean, what about you?
I give it a 7.5 out of 10. I think you should still see it. I think it's a great. It was shot very great. It was shot very well. The director, Zack Snyder, which he was involved in 300. So the cinematics of the movie are very similar to 300. Henry Cavill, the actor that plays Superman, fantastic actor. We all know Ben Affleck. We know what he's capable of doing. So they did a great job in their roles, and I'm excited to see where the DC universe takes it. So this is a techie nerd kind of blog for today.
I don't know.
But anyway, so we're headed to IKEA, and then from there we're gonna head to church. All right. Peace out, guys.
Peace out. Hello.
So we're in the car enjoying some Chipotle right now. You're looking at Chipotle.
This is our
pre-church
dinner.
Pre-church dinner. I got the napkins on like a baby bib because the baby make a mess. I'm sorry. So we're in here. We're still talking Batman versus Superman. And Babe was sharing some thoughts now that we are kind of out of the movie theater a little bit more. And I wanted everybody to hear it because I thought it was real good.
Well, you guys, I'm old school, first of all. So I just didn't like the way Batman looked in the movie. Superman was cool. Batman just looked, I don't know, I'm just so used to Michael Keaton, I think. I'm really old school.
Tell him who was Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton is the original actor that played Batman. Like
before the 60s.
Yeah, before the 60s. Yeah, like once we were of age or whatever have you. And
80s babies.
Yeah, we're 80s babies. Early 80s babies. So, anyway, yeah, I didn't like that at all.
You didn't like it? Well, I mean, they had 2 hours and 30 minutes. I feel like that was more than enough time to tie in the different storylines. And the way that they did it was a little messy. I think it focused a little bit too much on Batman. And so, if you ask me with the DC universe, Superman is my favorite, character in the DC universe because of everything that he encompasses, and he's pretty much unstoppable as far as him being a particular superhero mutant or what. I don't think they call them mutants in the DC universe. I think they call them meta-humans.
I guess so. And I like that he was still like noble. He had like integrity. You know, he didn't want to be a villain, if you will.
No. And so the movie, the way they set the movie up was as though he went to the dark side in some kind of way, but he was good the whole movie. But you know, people like Lex Luthor and some of the other characters, the government tried to demonize him at one point and pin some people that got killed, kind of pin it on Superman in some kind of way. And you know, that's a good parallel with life. You know, it doesn't matter how much good you do for people, somebody's gonna find fault in something. And that's just, you know, I personally was dealing with that earlier this week. I ain't gonna talk about it, but you know, so you just have to realize that and this is turning into a message now because we're heading to church.
Yeah.
But sometimes what God puts in your heart to do with your life, other people aren't going to understand it. And the people that are closest to you, the ones that should be celebrating you, sometimes, you know, because of their insecurities, that doesn't happen. But you need to go with the goers and leave the rest behind. And so if you have people around you that do cheerlead you and do say you can do it and do motivate you, you know, those are the people that you should focus on. So I think that was the storyline that I think people wanted. They wanted us to see about Superman, is that he's done all this good and he's trying to lift mankind up to its best self, and he's still getting demonized. So from his perspective, you know, why should he continue to do it? You know, why fight? Why help these people that don't appreciate me anyway? So anyways, I appreciated that part of it. I think that they should have expanded on that a little bit more in this movie, but I guess they'll say, well, if you want to focus on Superman, go watch the Superman movie. Yeah. And if you know, want to focus on Batman, then go watch Batman. But again, it still was a good movie. Like I said, the dialogue was too long.
Yeah, it was a long movie altogether. Like, I literally was fighting you guys to stay awake, and because it was good, and I wanted to see what was gonna happen. So that was a great thing. But I was so tired, and we were sitting for so long, and poor Libby. She hung in as long as she could before we had to pull that.
Her tablet held it down. Shout out to her tablet. Because her tablet held it down the whole movie.
Exactly. She started out like, at first it was funny because like the previews were on and she was like, oh, I'm enjoying it so far. And we were like, well, you know, baby, the movie hasn't started yet. And so she was doing okay for a while. And then she started like, you know, you could tell she was like, okay, I'm not really feeling the movie. So we pulled out her tablet, put on one of her little learning channels with her earplugs. That's what we do.
Connected it to my phone because my phone had hotspot.
Exactly. And that's how we do it. So for those of you that are saying, I can't go to the movies because my child can't watch. Now, we only will bring her to certain movies that are like decent movies, you know. In certain movies, we won't take her to see, like, you know, for example, The Perfect Match.
Overly sexual.
Yeah,
movies.
Overly sexual or language, stuff like that. We don't go either way. You know, we just have to wait until it comes out on DVD.
She understands the concept of fight scenes, and she'll tell them they're not being a good citizen because they're fighting and stuff like that. But stuff like that, I think as a parent you can explain that.
Exactly.
Ain't no explaining no sex scene.
No.
To that baby. Not that young.
No. And we don't want to do that.
Parents that do that,
that's on you.
Shame on you.
That's on you. We'll just say that. Yeah, but you know, everybody has their own preference of how they choose to do things. But just for us, we're like, you know what? And we talked about it before we had her. We were like, it's gonna be times we won't be able to see certain movies, but it's okay. It's worth it for her.
But again, the storyline definitely is setting you up for an expanded DC universe. I think they realize, this is nerd talk, by the way. They realize that Marvel's eating their lunch. You know, Marvel's got all these movies lined up for literally 2016, 17, 18, and 19 and beyond. And so they've got their movies. Suicide Squad is one that's in the DC universe that's going to drop. And they showed a preview for that. Shout out to Will Smith. He's going to be in that movie.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm laughing because we were the last ones to leave the movie theater because Marvin my love, he just promised up and down it was going to be a stinger. And we asked one of the gentlemen that worked there.
Tell him what a stinger is.
You tell him. You know better than I do.
A stinger is a scene after the credits that shows that it's going to be a part 2.
Exactly. What's going to happen next.
Sets you up for the next movie.
Sets you up for the next movie, yeah. So we're sitting there in the movie theater, the only people, and we're at the very top. We always sit at the very top because we know that if Libby's not feeling the movie, we can pull out her, tablet and the light won't affect anybody. But anyway, so we're just sitting there and sitting. And then finally, Babe asked one of the gentlemen that works there.
Oh, he checked me too.
Yeah.
He checked me real quick. He almost got blessed out. He was like, oh, now, that's Marvel movies.
So then I told him, so you know now, if it's not a Marvel movie, because we've done that before at other movies, where we sat there, like, for these type of, I guess, comic view type, not comic view, that was hilarious. Comic book type of movies. We've sat there before, and no stinger, so yeah.
But anyways, guys, this is just our part 2 in-car discussion about Batman versus Superman. I think we're just on time for church.
Amen.
We're about to go praise the Lord.
Exactly. Wake Libby up. She's asleep back there.
Liv's asleep. We just had our dinner basically in the car. But thanks for rocking with us and checking out this review. I'm sure there was a million in one of them, but this is the Family O version of the review of Batman versus Superman. So be sure to like, subscribe, comment, hold it down. Appreciate you checking us out.
All right, peace, you guys.
Peace.
Please subscribe to the Family O and share.